Hey, welcome to Cooking with Frankie Meatball. Today, I am over the Bourbon Cowboy's father's house for a family recipe that will knock your Aunt Connie's socks off. It's called Bourbon Pecan Pie.
Hey, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Johnny E. from Philly Rock Radio.
And you're about to get cooking
with Frankie Meatball.
I'm Frankie Meatball with the YouTube cooking show. I'm Frankie Meatball of the cooking show with you. I'm Frankie Meatball every Wednesday a new show. I said it, you heard it, it is fun.
Real honor, Frankie. How did you hear about this favored family recipe?
By the Bourbon Cowboy.
He's talking out of school then, huh?
Well, I gotta say, I took a little liberty with it. Now, we had a pecan pie that we always have for Thanksgiving, but Bourbon Cowboy put a little twist on it. So this just ain't any pecan pie. This pie has got bourbon in the crust, bourbon in the filling, and bourbon in the whipped cream.
Well, that sounds like a hat trick to me.
It really sounds like something I should taste. I better bring a pillow with me, huh? Hey, I don't know. Wow.
So the thing is, we went through a few of these, just testing it out, but so you can only put in so much or it will impact the baking, right? So, but got right to a point where as much as we can put it in, where we still bakes without a problem.
I don't want to be too sober after eating this.
Yeah, well, you don't worry about that.
Can you assure us there'll be alcohol?
Well, this is a Thanksgiving recipe, and these guys make it for Thanksgiving. I'm pretty sure even the dog wants some.
That's what it sounds like. Yeah, you'll get some, Charlie. He wants to go outside. If he don't go outside, you know what happens, so maybe I ought to let him outside.
Yeah, he might drink all the bourbon if you don't let him. I noticed you had made a pie shell first. And
sure.
The reason why he made the pie shell first, because he was telling me it's very labor intensive and he doesn't want to get his father's house dirty.
It's a mess.
So we're going to move this out of the way, and he's going to explain to you how he makes this beautiful pie shell.
Yeah, so let me first start, like, if you're at home and you want to make this pie, you can go buy a pie shell. It's all good. You know what I mean? But this particular one, we made it here because I put bourbon in the crust itself. So, you're not going to get that at the Yakima. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. Yeah.
What if they have those Pillsbury pie dough?
Right.
Could you pour some bourbon in that and like kind of mix it in like that?
Yeah,
you can try it.
Yeah, why
but
not?
It's going to be a fugazi, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a fugazi, but it's look. I'll walk you through it real quick if you want to do it at home. It's just really labor intensive and messy, so we didn't want to do it here. But if you want to do it at home, so you need 1.5 cups of flour. You're going to need half a teaspoon kosher salt, and you're going to need 3/4 cups of I use salted butter for this particular recipe. You're also going to need one of those pastry cutters. It's got the handle on it, so you can mash it in. You want to just put everything together. Mash it in with the pastry cutter and till it looks like pebbles. Okay.
Put everything all at once.
Yeah.
Till
the dough looks like pebbles. Okay. And then you're going to add an egg, and then you're going to add the bourbon. Okay.
All right. How much bourbon?
Yeah, just a splash for the crust. Yeah, we're going to put a little bit more in the pie filling. Okay. But just
now, is there any certain bourbon or?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked. So I brought with me today, and what I use because it's always around Thanksgiving, is the Wild Turkey 101. I forgot to mention, you also, on the splash of bourbon, you want to also add a splash of white vinegar. Okay. And then at that point, you want to stir it all right? And you want to make that dough ball that you know as a pizza man.
Yeah, right? There you go.
That you're making, you got that dough ball, right? You roll it up, and you want to chill it, all right? So you just
for how long?
Well, it's your preference. I mean, if you're in a hurry, you want to do 20 minutes in the freezer, you're good.
So at least, and it's got to stay in there at least 20 minutes.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. You want to flour your table, okay, and you want to roll it out with your rolling pin. Flour your rolling pin. Roll it out just like you would like we do with your pizza, okay. And once you wrap it up on the rolling pin, and then you go over the pie pan and just roll it over, okay. Now it's going to hang over a little bit. You're going to have a little bit of extra. You got to cut, a little bit here and there. and then you do like I call it like a nip and tuck. All right, so you're just going around with your fingers and you're just pinching and tucking, okay. To create this shape here. All right, for the filling. So what we're going to use here, all right, so we got a cup of the granulated sugar, all right.
Throw that in first?
Yeah, we'll throw it in first. I got a professional here to throw the ingredients in for me.
I'm going to put it in.
You're like my sous chef today, right? Like,
Yeah, but I'm going to sue you.
all right.
He's a lawyer.
We want to go with the brown sugar, okay? So we got 3 tablespoons here.
3 tablespoons?
This is dark brown sugar.
Dark brown.
Now, you could use light brown, all right? It's all, again, preference. I like the dark brown. It's a little bit more molasses taste, which I prefer in the pie.
So it gives you that
A little
nice
bit more
sweeter.
molasses. If you're not a big molasses person, you want to go light brown. We got a half teaspoon of kosher salt.
Half a teaspoon of kosher salt.
Yeah. Just a good half, right? Okay, and then from here, we're going to use 3 eggs. Already cracked them.
Large
eggs, yep. Just dump them right
3
in.
large eggs.
And the last is going to be just 1 full cup of the dark corn syrup. Now this is very thick, so you don't have to worry about it spilling over the top because it's just really thick. You can fill that cup up. All right, so we need a 1/4 cup of the bourbon here.
Okay. 1/4 cup?
Yes. What happened to our cup here?
There's a full cup.
All right, we'll do a 1/4 of this. All right.
Now, with him, a 1/4 cup might turn into a half a cup or a 1/3 of a cup.
Yeah. 1/3 cup salted butter, and we're going to just throw it in the microwave here.
1/3 cup of salted butter,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and he's going to melt it in the microwave.
A teaspoon of the pure vanilla extract.
Oh, very nice. And do we
Ready to
mix
roll. Yeah, now we
with
mix.
this thing here.
Yeah, that's fine. Use a spoon, you can use a whisk.
Like he said, he whisks you Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Again, you can even do this if you want. We gotta fill the pecans in.
First?
Bottom, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The whole thing, or
The whole thing.
just
Yeah.
dump the whole thing in?
Just dump the whole thing in, yeah. So this is 1 cup of chopped pecans.
You know, very nice.
It looks beautiful. It looks beautiful. Okay, so from here, I'm
Now
glad
we
I
pour
got a
this one?
professional to help me.
I wouldn't say
I
that.
don't know what I'm doing. We just want to pour that goodness right over top. Just slowly, just move it around, rotate it. Yeah, don't be afraid. Yeah, there you go. And you see that, and again, that's that corn syrup working. It just makes everything nice, thick, and rich. And you don't have to worry about spilling it so much because it's coming out so slow. And you just fill it in and just keep rotating around. And it'll get, it'll get close to the edge, but it won't go over. And so it's good. It's good. But yeah, don't dump it all in once. Just do what Frank's doing here. Just give it a steady hand. Just go around, rotate. Keep an eye on it. Should just
Gotta keep it even, evenly distribute it, because it's that corn syrup made it very thick.
Oh yeah.
So you got your pie already filled.
Right.
We're going to put this on not tight, right? You said not too tight?
No, not too tight. And even if you have like a pie, what do they call them, like a pie guard, pie shield, something that just goes around the edges, you can even...
So the crust don't burn.
Yeah, the main thing is the crust, right? Because the crust will burn before the filling.
Gotcha,
right?
gotcha.
So just keep an eye on it. We're putting this in for 25 minutes on
Okay.
350, okay? Then we're going to flip it, okay?
Spin it.
Spin around, and then put it in for another 25, okay?
Okay.
Then we're going to put it in for a final 20 to 25, but keep an eye on it.
All right, so each time at 25, you just turn it.
Turn it, right.
This
Just
way
so
it cooks evenly.
Exactly. Yep.
All right, so let's put this bad boy in
Oh,
the
I
oven.
didn't mention the second 25, right? So we're 50 minutes in, remove the foil.
The last 25.
Right, so
For-
last.
all right, so you put it in 25, you turn it. You put it in for another 25, you turn it. And then another 25, you take it off
Right.
and let it go for the
And it's time to make
whipped
the whipped cream. And this is one of my favorite parts, I gotta tell you. 'Cause this stuff is good. Boy, all right. So for our whipped cream, 1 cup heavy cream.
1 cup heavy cream. It's pretty light, the cup.
Yeah. We're going to do a 1/4 cup of powdered sugar, sifted. Maybe you better let me handle this.
You got to do the bourbon.
Yeah. We're going to do 1 tablespoon. Oh my God, that's a teaspoon. 1 tablespoon.
Oh, don't mix them two when it comes to the bourbon.
We want a full tablespoon of this bourbon. And let me just say, now, I remember cooking class back in 8th grade. He said never pour it over a bowl because if you get too much in, it's going to mess up the recipe. But here,
but bourbon doesn't matter.
yeah, I'm not worried about it.
They weren't talking about bourbon when they were doing that.
No. All right, so we got 1 tablespoon. Boom, and you'll thank me later. All right.
I feel like I'm thanking you now.
Yeah. All right, so
any vanilla or anything like that?
No, not on this. We're just going to use our
handy dandy mixer.
Hand mixer, and we're going to mix this until soft peaks form. Okay.
Soft peaks.
You can even do it by hand if you really got that kind of skill. But I like to do the hand mixer.
Our cord is a little short.
Yeah, well, you know, Frankie Meatball. Right?
So we're going to mix it until it turns into whipped cream.
I'll tell you, I'm starting to see some soft peaks there, Frankie.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's sticking to it really nice. I got to give it a taste. Oh.
Here, you taste that bourbon in there?
If you're a whipped cream lover,
yeah.
At first you taste the whipped cream, and then as you're eating it, the bourbon walks right across your tongue. I'm telling you.
So here we are, Pop. We got it out of the oven. We decorated it. I don't know if it's going to live up to the standards of the old family recipe with the bourbon in it, but I'm pretty sure it will.
See, you gotta eat this. And you gotta say, all right,
I'll know by the first taste. I'll know.
You gotta admit, it looks pretty good, right?
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this has been done a lot of years, so I'm going to know whether this baby is up to snuff or not.
Well, it's got bourbon in it. That's the difference.
All right, so stop.
Stop. We're going to cut it up. I'll cut it up with, look at that, the pub. One of my favorite restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I'm telling you.
Did you put this in your pocket and walk away?
Well, the last time I was at the pub, the knives that they supply there are so tremendous. And I said to the waitress, I said, "Hun, do you mind if I take this knife?" And you know what she said to me? "I'm surprised you asked me. Nobody else does."
So you just told everybody, just take it and put it in your pocket.
All right, I got the permission.
Leave the knife. Take the pecan pie.
Oh, look at that! Tell me that ain't.
Oh
thick.
yeah, that's right.
So
Really thick, yeah.
what we
Everything's
did?
working.
Look at that.
What we did is we let it chill, not chill, but after we baked it, we took it out of the oven and we let it rest for 2 hours. Well, it kind of was a little longer than 2 hours because we're having bourbons, you know what I mean?
A few drinks, and you know, time flies.
I hope I don't have to rest for 2 hours after I eat this thing.
Keep drinking that whiskey, Pops.
Yeah, you guys.
Guys, don't forget to grease your pie pan. That's one thing we didn't tell you to do, so make sure you do it. Look at that. Oh.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Look at that. Look at that side.
Oh, that is nice looking. Yeah.
Oh my God, guys. Look at that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get a little bit of that whipped cream.
Yes, with the bourbon.
Yeah.
You gotta make it with the bourbon. You could use store-bought, but let me tell you, make it and put the bourbon in it.
Put the bourbon in it. So we got bourbon in the pie crust. We got bourbon in the filling. We got bourbon in the whipped cream.
Ta-da! Well, it's looking good so far. Get a little more of that whipped cream on there. Wow.
What do you say, Bob?
Oh, yeah. I'm not lying.
You're not just making this
I'm
up?
not lying this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you're standing, not lying.
Hey.
Have a couple more bourbons on me lying down.
Does this live up to the family recipe?
Right now, gross Mama Wittmann is turning over in her grave because it's better than hers.
Oh!
So guys, with that being said, if you like what you saw, hit like and subscribe. Don't forget to turn on that bell notification button so you get notified every time I put out a new video. Also,
get out of the way
check
so I
out
can eat this.
check out my guys, PhillyRockRadio.com. They play everything from the forefathers to the band Mothers of Rock. And check out the Cowboy. He's going to do some housekeeping now. So tell them where they can catch you at.
Yeah, you can catch me on Instagram at the.bourbon.cowboy.
And how about my man that's putting that pie away? Where can these guys find you?
I'm down to the store at 10 o'clock.
He's at YouTube, Whitman, WITTMANN Military Antiques.
Check out the link in the description, guys. You know what, guys? They're already eating. I gotta start eating, so I gotta tell you. Let's tell them. Wanna tell them? Let's tell them. Until next time. So he's telling me you have a YouTube channel and you do something with the with antiques of the war.
Yeah, it's I'm in the antique military artifact business.
Nice.
And that's involves swords, daggers, helmets, uniforms, boots, medals.
All wars or a specific war?
Mostly World War I and World War II. And I quit my job in 1981, and I've been doing that ever since. So somehow I've been able to
So it's
grind out
not
a
like
living.
work. It's you actually do what you love.
It's a passion. It's a passion. I work 7 days a week at it, and
No rest for the wicked, huh?
No rest for the wicked. No, but it's a lot of fun, and I deal with people all over the world. And,
Nice.
And what I've been doing is with YouTube, the way it's set up and all, it's great. We're all able to take advantage of the public here, or not take advantage of them, but you know what I mean. And so for a number of years, I've been doing kind of like seminars and teaching kind of videos because in my business there's a lot of reproductions, and some of the things sell for thousands of dollars. So I try to show them what's good
And what to look
what's
out
not.
for.
Yeah, what to look out for.
And what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Well, it's under Whitman, WITTMANN, Antique Militaria.
Okay.
And if they just Google that, I think they'll.
And
They'll
don't
find
let him fool you, Frank. This guy was on YouTube before they had a YouTube. He was going over, he was making his own videos, and people were buying them on VHS tape.
Oh.
What can I say? I'm an egomaniac.
Hey. You do what you gotta do. You do what makes you happy.
It's a great thing, and with a YouTube like this, I mean, here we go. Frankie Meatball and the Bourbon Cowboy. What could be better? You're doing what you love to.
Right.
And
So check out the link in the description for his YouTube channel. Give him a thumbs up, subscribe to him, and learn about some history. Forget about it, eh? It's a Frankie Meatball production.